And well, no, that's not right. Hellish.
This is Alpha Bunga Bunga, the global politics podcast at the end of history. Welcome to our dearest patrons, and a hello to our new patrons. There's so many of you. It's so nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for contributing. We hope you enjoy what you're about to hear. This is another 3 articles. My name is Alex Hogili in São Paulo, Brazil. George Hoare is in São Paulo, Brazil. Phil Cunliffe is in São Paulo, Brazil. This is a turn up for the books. We're all in the same place. This global politics podcast has become a little less global just now. Hi guys, how's it going?
It's good. Glad to be in Brazil.
Very happy to be in Brazil. Yeah.
And thanks to Alex for hosting us in his wonderful apartment in central Sao Paulo.
Yeah, that's where we're coming to you from. You guys are here because we're all working on the Alpha Bunga Bunga book. If you haven't read, we've just posted about it a little bit on Twitter and Facebook. We are working on the drafts of the Alpha Bunga book, Politics at the End of History. More information will be forthcoming as it takes final shape. Really happy to be working on this and to kind of bring together all the ideas that we've been talking about on here for the past, nearly 3 years, and trying to actually give it a more maybe permanent form in text, not just podcasts.
Yeah. People still read, so
it's good. While they still read, we're going to make them read what we have to say. Or, if you'd like to read it, we'd love you to read it. Thank you. All right. So we're doing 3 articles. Regular listeners will know the format. It's a bit of a show and tell. We each bring an article that we liked and wanted to discuss, ideally on a kind of similar sort of theme. And today's theme is about freedom and democracy, but that's a little bit too grand, those categories are a bit too big to really give you a sense of what this is about. But they're about ideas of how to help democracy, how to reform democracy, how to limit democracy maybe, and how democracy is linked with freedom. Anyway, I'm going to stop vamping here, and actually we're going to start. So the first article we're going to do is George's one. George, why don't you just talk us through what your article is? Mm-hmm. And of course, listeners, you can read all these articles. The links are in the show notes as per usual. All right. Sorry, George, go ahead.
Yeah, so I've selected an article from the American Conservative, a publication which our listeners will probably know extremely well, from the 19th of February. Michael Bloomberg. So
are they all American Conservative readers?
Well, they're just so widely read. They're Catholic in their taste, so they read everything, I'm sure. Michael Bloomberg's Smirking id of America's elites, and it's a very good critique of Bloomberg. So we're recording this on the 20th, so just after his not great debate performance.
20th of February.
20th of Feb, yeah, at the Nevada debate. And of course, he's pumped in 400 million plus of his own funding, and this is an article by Matt Purple. So millions more on his staffing. So it's a good article. It's a good takedown from a conservative point of view of Michael Bloomberg, and particularly this idea that he's fiscally conservative and socially liberal, and this ends up expressing itself through a sort of petty authoritarianism. But yeah, that's enough of an intro, of a framing. What did you guys think of this article?
I really liked it because the complaints about petty authoritarianism, and I guess we should be clear what we mean by that. We mean things like smoking ban, lifestyle and behavior management, right? So smoking bans, taxes on fatty foods, all those kind of, and random little fines for stupid behavior, which, is annoying, but is no big crime, right? And normally articles arguing against that are really kind of tedious libertarian ones, which just take a sort of individualist view, which go, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
And this has a social component because it's not just about that. It's about, as a sort of social relation, understanding Michael Bloomberg and what he did in office in New York as fundamentally deeply patronizing and very class-based as well, because it's okay for him to drive his helicopter through New York and create a lot of noise, but he has ordinances saying you can't make noise and you get fined if you make noise if you're just a normal little guy.